Go, Gizzy, go, Gizzy, go, Gizzy, go. Go, Gizmo, go. What's going on, everybody? A beast of a man is here, as usual. Gizmo likes cheese, everybody. Yes. I gotta help my people. What's going on, everybody? Mm-hmm. How to be a man who is 100%. Well, some of y'all got to get the time machine. Yeah, buddy. Austin's in the house. The Gizmo's in the house. The Gizzy's doing her thing. She's snack timing. She's eating some crackers, some cheese, some pineapples. She crushed that cheese. Appreciate you for being in the chat. Thank you so much for being in here. You could be anywhere, but you're here with Austin and the Gizmo. Realest dude doing it, and that's just facts. And, there's only one me, and we got a lot of imitators, and but they really ain't awesome. All right. So you want a 100% provider. This video comes courtesy of a video I was watching, y'all, previously. Thank you for appreciate you in the like. Thank you, without being told. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This video comes courtesy of a video I was watching that Kendra just originally had on, and this game will help you. I assume you to be a woman, so I think that's maybe a fair assumption. All right. Now, let me tell you how to go about this. A, you have to have a time travel ship, if that's what you want. That means you have to be the ability to go back and remake a lot of your decisions, right? So, because that's just the way this goes. B, you have to be a woman who has not been run through. It's really that simple. Let me say this. I don't think a lot of women truly really understand this. There's levels. Men understand that things happen with women. We understand that there were relationships previous that happened. So on. We like a woman who has been put up or who has been married 20 years and freshly back on the dating market, and she didn't divorce her husband for something bogus, and if he passed, that's a better look to us than a woman who has been single for 20 years and she's been in the streets. All right? This is how men view it. Now, I'm telling y'all, you can take it, leave it, drop it, whatever you do, right? Appreciate you for hitting the like. Also, just tell y'all the truth. I don't make these rules. I just tell them to y'all. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't like me for whatever reason. That's fine. Right? But I'm telling y'all, everything I'm saying is 1,000% true. All right? If you want a man who is a 100% provider, you cannot be a woman who has been in these streets and been used up. This is going to be a part of it. Now, the only caveat to that is an older guy who is, he don't really, he's old, he's just happy to have somebody with him. You pass the look component. It's like, I'm just happy to have anybody. Gizmo, stop playing with your food. Gizmo does this, y'all. She plays with her food. She got some crackers, she ate the cheese, y'all, and some pineapples on there. A little snack for the Gizmo. Here's the issue, y'all. A lot of women have used up their the SMV currency. There's a sexual marketplace currency. Gizmo, stop doing that. Stop it. Because I know you playing. I said stop. It's not cute. Y'all see how she do me. I know you wasn't coughing. I'm not gonna have that. Stop it. So what was I at, y'all? Yeah. Your SMV currency. Appreciate you for hitting the like. A lot of women have used up their SMV currency. They've used it up, y'all. It's you out of it. You've been out here too long, right? You done left yourself out here for too long. You haven't made any commitments. You've been playing around. This I'm with somebody, but I'm not married, but I was engaged 3 times. And men hear that, and we automatically think, oh, here she go. Here they go again. Here go another HOE trying to. Now she's toward the end, and she's trying to throw a Hail Mary. We've all seen football where a Hail Mary, y'all, if you're not familiar, is a pass that you just throw up in the end zone and hope somebody catches it, right? It's a Hail Mary. It's a prayer. You just drop back as far as you can, throw it in the end zone, hope somebody catches it. This is where a lot of women are because they've used up their what, y'all? Their SMV currency. They're out. Somebody like that, appreciate the life. You used it up, so now you're in a position where, what did she say, y'all? Did she say, Gizmo, you better stop cussing. I thought I heard that. Oh, S-H-I-T. Better watch your mouth. Okay, y'all done? Okay. Yes. And so this is what a lot of women truly need to understand. It's not just, y'all, if you want a man, if you really want a truly masculine man to take care of you, you have to take care of you. That means you have to be put up. You got to start. A lot of y'all been in the streets too long, man. A lot of y'all been in the streets. It's just the truth. You out at clubs. You out on the scene. People know you. You moving around. Every time he see you, you at the bar. You always posting pictures. You know what I'm saying? See, y'all don't like me because I'm telling you. But if you listen to Awesome, you're going to get somebody. But you have to learn how to listen, man. Y'all got to learn how to listen, man. Y'all post pictures from the bar. Y'all post pictures from the club. Men don't like that. I'm telling y'all, man. No man is going to cuff you and you post pictures, ladies, from the museum, the library, arts and crafts. Are y'all listening to Awesome? Can I get a whoa awesome? So everybody put your hand in there. Can I get a whoa? Can I get a whoa awesome? Get him up. Whoa, daddy. Thank you. Y'all, if y'all didn't know, I got that from Al Bundy. Can I get a whoa, Bundy? Shout out to Married with Children, one of my favorite television shows ever. Y'all, this is why. See, y'all, the problem is y'all listen to people who don't mean you no good. You listen to people who don't particularly care about you. You listen to people who only want likes. They only want your money. They want you to lie to them. Oh, excuse me. They're good liars. This is why the black community is like, yo, we like people that we like good liars. We like preachers that get up in these colorful flower suits, tell us a bunch of lies with a Beijing hairline. We like people to lie to us. That's what we do. We like people to lie to us in the black community now. Maybe it's always been that way. Right? But at one point in time, I think the black church was useful. But that's another subject. That's another topic for another day. The problem, y'all, is a lot of y'all been outside too long. You've been outside. That's your problem. You're not the same as a woman who's been put up by one man. She's been with 2 men. She's had 2 men in the last 25 years. See what I'm saying? Now you come back to the date market, you know what I mean? For whatever reason, a man see, okay, something happened to her husband, or she had to divorce him because he became, I'm talking about a real reason to divorce him, man, y'all. Not that we just grew apart. That don't work with no real man, y'all. That I just grew apart BS that y'all say don't work with no real man. He knows what that's code for. That's code if I wanted to be in the street and he didn't want me. That's code if I wanted to do whatever I wanted to do and he wouldn't let me. All right? That's code for that. Men don't want to hear that. Now, if he was violent in terms of an inability to control himself, and you thought it would be a situation where he could potentially harm you, I'm talking about in a serious way. I'm not talking about something where a lot of women just like to try to fake DV in order because that's done now too, where a woman don't like a man, so she automatically tries to claim DV. A lot of women just throwing that DV thing out there, and there's women that are really going through that. And so you really think this man has the potential to be dangerous, and you have the requisite paperwork to back it up. This is why, ladies, I always say, if you ever really think that your man, has become that way, and you cannot, and it is beyond help, make sure you get the requisite paperwork from the law enforcement in your particular community, whatever that may take, right? Even though we all know restraining order is not going to help if he's extremely dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And just has decided he wants to harm himself. You know what I mean? And we know that happened with my mother and my father, right? You know what I'm saying? We know that these things happen. We have to start to get serious, right, in our community about these things. You know what I mean? And I don't want to make this about me, y'all, but I think it's important to say that we know that is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? We know that mental illness and the inability to control and contain one's emotions can become overwhelming. Next thing you know, a man has made a decision that he cannot take back, right? But women, stop playing with men. Stop playing with a man's emotions. If you're not interested in a man, let him know that. Stop trying to get something for free, all right? I would be so disappointed in my daughter, y'all, that she went up on Kendra talking about some guy got to make $100,000 just to date her and she's 35 years old. I'll be so disappointed. First of all, she shouldn't be on there anyway. I'd be very, very disappointed. If she were talking to Kendra, y'all, can y'all imagine Gizmo talking to Kendra in 20 years? Kendra would be what? Well, Kendra be there in 70 and Gizmo come on there. Because odds are, y'all, Kendra will be doing this show at that particular point in time. Once again, y'all, men have no problem providing for women who are quality women. The problem is a lot of you women just simply aren't quality. And I just have to say that. Now, I'll tell y'all the truth. Austin don't believe in 50-50. I've said that. I don't even know where that term comes from, right? I don't even know, because that means you do half, I do half. That's basically what you're saying. I do half. Do you want that pumpkin? I do half, you do half. I don't like, I want my woman to do everything in her power just exactly as I am, right? I don't even know what that 50-50. Y'all, I don't know where these terms come from. Y'all, I really don't. But I do know this. I don't play those fast and loose word games over here on my channel. I don't do that. They're not beneficial to our people. They're not beneficial to real relationships. They're not beneficial to getting things accomplished and getting things to move forward in a productive way that both parties can be comfortable with and be happy with. Right? Any man that could be happy with his woman paying the mortgage, I think there's a problem there. I think there's a problem there. However, if you some masculine woman who say you don't need no man, then you're on your own. See, that's how that goes. All right? Make that very clear. If you're some sort of a masculine woman who said you didn't need anybody, who said that men didn't have value other than that, and these women who say, well, I'd rather be alone than pay, than help. I will do 100%. Listen, first of all, you don't even qualify for that because no man really takes you serious. And truth be told, well, he knows he can get something. He knows he can get something younger, right? He's looking at the dating market and saying, "Well, hey, well, you got these demands. I can get a woman who's younger than you, right, and has less experience than you." This is for these chicks, y'all, who have been out here, y'all, and been running around. This is why it's so important to protect your virtue. And nobody likes that I said that. I don't care. You got to protect your virtue, ladies. You got to protect your virtue in terms of once you, like, this is why, like, at a young age, this is why promiscuity is never for our women. Because once you get a reputation, y'all, we don't remember you, we remember the reputation. Nobody remembers Lisa. I hope I don't have any Lisas. I'm just using that name in there. I'm saying it now. Nobody remembers Lisa. They remember Lisa's reputation. Hey, remember Lisa? No, who? Lisa who? You know, Lisa who used to mess around with Mike and Larry and Paul and Jake. And Awesome. Oh, yeah, I know Lisa. See what I mean? Yes, Tinker. Shout out to Miss Ediba. Restaurants, parks, thank you. Because he looks so big today. Thank you for adding those. Ediba's correct. Restaurants, parks, like you said, these are where places for y'all, women taking pictures from places like that. This shows a woman who has some culture. This shows a woman who has some class. This shows a woman who's doing something else other than trying to be in the nightlife. It's a bad look. Man, you talking about you want somebody to be a provider. You can forget that. Shout out to Gizmo, looks so big today. You think so? Gizmo, say hi to Ediba. Miss Ediba, say hi. Hey, Gizmo. Hey, Miss Ediba, appreciate you so much for being in here. You could be anywhere, but you're here with Awesome and Gizmo. Ediba, I had to explain this thing because some women keep talking about they want to provide a man, but they don't really know what it looks like. Right? They have no idea. They've never even had a man like this. And they always say they had, but it didn't work out. Yeah, but you couldn't keep it. Like, so one minute you had it, you had exactly what you wanted, but you didn't know what to do with it. You know, that's like, y'all, most people saying everybody wants to hit the lottery, but how many people, y'all, do we find out when they hit the lottery, they weren't even able to capitalize on it. They ended up broke. So you had all this money at your fingertips, and what good did it do? What good did it do? It did you absolutely no good. You like her hair, Adam? I was doing her hair this morning. You done? All done? Gotcha. Yes, ma'am. Gotcha. Gizmo, say hi to the chat. Hi, Gizmo. No, okay, no talking with you. Okay, I said say hi. Okay, you cannot speak with your mouth. Yes, I'm getting Rufus. Here you go. Here, Rufus and Hannibal. Don't ask where I come up with these names. Y'all have no idea. Once again, y'all, men don't have a problem paying full price for a woman who's a quality woman. The truth of the matter is, Ed, a lot of these women just aren't quality. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? You don't, you know what I mean? It's just the truth. Your attitude, your disposition, your ways, your body count is through the roof. Nobody can really take you anywhere. This woman who came on there talking about she's talking about she's a registered something, but she makes 80, 90,000. She's absolutely capped. But somebody got to make more than her. Like, you can tell she smokes. Her mouth is that she's tacky, crass, as my mother said, uncouth. Nobody's taking you anywhere. A man who makes that type of money got to be able to take you someplace. They got to be able to take you someplace and be proud that he walked into the room with you. See, y'all don't understand that. So I appreciate you for hitting the light. A lot of y'all women don't understand that. You don't understand that a man has to be able to take you someplace and not be embarrassed. He's got to take you around. When a man make that type of money, y'all, that means so if he makes 100,000, 200,000, he's upwardly and he has mobility to move forward. That means he's around people who makes a quarter, right? Maybe some cases $500,000 a year. because you can frequent certain circles depending on what. I'll give y'all an example. When my bag got bigger, y'all, when I was hustling, I started copping more work. So what do that mean? That put me in a room with guys who had even more work. See what I mean? By nature, I can move what? Up. It's very simple, y'all. There's retail, right? Okay. Sales. Distribution. Get them all. I'm gonna say wholesale distributor. You're trying to elevate, which is what everybody should be trying to do, no matter what you're trying to do. You can put yourself in certain rooms when you got the what? The bread to cop from these guys. You can't be a street level guy unless you just get lucky and you run into the, you know what I mean? You know, you just happen to run into the right person and it was a kind of a happenstance meeting, or the plug happened to be, you know, family or something like that. He could put you in position. You know what I mean? That's just not the way the game go, y'all. That's the way life go. You got to put yourself in the room with these people. And in order to put yourself in the room with these people, y'all, why do y'all think a lot of people get married? A lot of people, y'all, especially men, y'all, they get married because it shows what? It shows stability. There's a couple things that happens here. Number one, people see that you are stable. Number two, they make the assumption that you're not a, right? Number three, it shows somebody can stand the son of a bitch. Right? So he might not be that bad, right? So when you walk in the room with this guy, he has to be able to introduce you to said people. This is Marcus. HR. Gizmo, be careful. Give me this. You better not break this. Do anybody know how to turn this light off, y'all? It's been on for the last 30 minutes, 3 hours. Anybody familiar with how to turn this light off? Yo, Gizmo turned this light on, but I don't know what to do. It's only 2 buttons. That don't work. She turned it on, y'all, but I don't know how she did it. How did she do that? Anybody know? Y'all don't help awesome. I gotta clean the screen off. I hate technology. Like I said, y'all, so the truth is, a lot of women gonna either have to A, invest in a time show, in order to turn back the hands of time, in order to replay a lot of said life decisions, and take back a lot of the men that she has been associated with, and so forth and so on. And A, B, if you cannot do that, if you cannot afford one or suit to suit. B, this is how to, once again, y'all, get a guy to take care. Because I want to see people happy, in truth. But your happiness has to be based on being aware of your circumstances, you know what I'm saying, and understanding where you land at. You can't be a woman who's been out here in the streets, ripping and running left and right, and then think like a cat. Yo, what's the cat? Y'all know that cat. What's the cat, y'all? Alley cat. Now you want to come in the house. You've been out in the dumpster, rummaging around. Anyway, did I say that? Hey, you like a cat that's been rummaging around in the dumpster, looking for something to eat. You've been an alley cat. You've never been trained. You've never been domesticated, and now you want to come inside. You've been in the streets. This is how you got You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, like, what are you talking about? You know, you haven't been in a house. You know, you fighting other cats and rats. You know. You know. They hate my guts. Oh God, they hate me. Matt, give me this. Give me this toy. Here, stop it. Because you done made me mad now. Don't worry about it. No spitting. No spitting. Pop your little bottom. Y'all, this is what I want. Appreciate y'all hitting the like. But like I said, y'all, I want to see my people. I really truly do. But you have to understand, y'all, where you at, where things are from a realistic standpoint. No man has a problem paying for a woman, y'all, that's not ran through. He has absolutely no problem paying for that. The truth is, a lot of these women out here, man, y'all have been ran through. From high school, middle school, to high school, to college. You've been ran through in the streets, on your little girls' trips. You done posted from reload locations. You never post from any. Listen to Ediva, y'all. She said post pictures from, what did she say? Restaurants, parks. What did I say, y'all? Museums. Stop, pumpkin. Libraries. So many of y'all post pictures from places that are not conducive to, and you post these pictures, y'all, men see them. They're looking at the pictures. And they're like, oh, yeah, she's for the streets. Right? You always out at the club. You're always in some sort of a situation. You're always trying to be at the All-Star game. You're always trying to be seen. Men don't like that. I'm just telling you, we don't. We like our woman, y'all. The woman that we like her pimp. We like to, it's like a thing. You know? Polish it off. Ediva, watch this. Little Windex. We like to polish it off. And just put it up. See that? Ediva, they don't know nothing about that, though. They don't know nothing about that. Yeah. You know, we want to take it down, play with it, right, and then put it right back up. We don't want our woman out in the streets ripping and running. Stop, Gizmo. Oh, wait, hey, y'all, that's Gizmo's Kit Kat. That's not mine. That has nothing to do with me. That's Gizmo. Gizmo right there. That's Gizmo's Kit Kat. That's the Gizmo's Kit Kat. That's the Gizmo's Kit Kat, y'all. That is not Daddy's Kit Kat. Daddy's Kit Kat. Daddy's Kit Kat. Daddy's Kit Kat. Yeah. And that's basically it, y'all. It's not an overly complicated mathematical equation. Truly not. It's only complicated because women want to try to convince a man that they're worth more than truly what they are. And men are looking at it like, oh, no. You mean to tell me you had a baby by a man who don't have two nickels to rub together, but you want me to come in and take care of these children that don't belong to me because you're worth this, but yet he didn't have to pay this. Knowing that you probably don't want me anyway, which is 9 times out of 10 y'all don't. You wanted the first guy anyway. Y'all just grew apart. Ladies, stop saying that to men. Let me give y'all some game. Stop saying men, y'all grew apart. We don't like that. We don't like to hear we grew apart. Men don't want to hear we grew apart, y'all. We don't want to hear that. It doesn't make sense to us. Y'all have to understand, things have to make sense to men because we're simple. It doesn't make sense when things that don't make sense to us, y'all, we're going to reject. All right? When someone says something to a man that doesn't make sense, he's going to reject it. We grew apart. What do you mean you grew apart? And then with a lot of these women that had one, two, so you steady keep saying you grew apart from a man you had 2 or 3 kids with? What? You out of your mind. What do you mean you grew apart? We just grew apart. You can't afford to grow apart when you have children by a man at that. But you don't just get to just move on. It's not, no, because you're tied to him and we all know it. All men know it. How we look at it is, dude can get that whenever he want to. That's what we say. We always say when we had children with a woman, yeah, I can always go back there, man. I'm just letting dog borrow it. That's how we talk, y'all. Y'all don't understand that. So now he got to sit up in the bed. So he's sitting there and he's on borrowed time, knowing that if your children's father ever decided to come back in the picture and get himself together, you going right into the sunset with him. And all of my resources, time, and effort that I poured into you and your children, poof, up in smoke. Shout out to Lusky. Lusky, what up, dude? I like Lusky. Lusky got a cool name. Uh-oh, I thought it came. Lusky, what dooski? Shout out to Lusky. Yeah, Lusky, I'm giving giving out game, man. I'm giving out a free game. Lusky, do you agree, Lusky? Any questions, comments, concerns, Lusky? Do you think that awesome? Are you familiar with what I was doing? How long you been in? And do you hear me kicking this rap about men don't have a problem paying for women when we know she hasn't been washed up. She hasn't been used up in the streets. No man wants a woman that has been ran through. We don't like that. A woman who has been put up, who has had a 10-year relationship, 15, like that shows some ability to stick something out, to see something through, to not have, this women who think that, every, they have this list of this long, this encyclopedia of men that she's been involved with. You know what I'm saying? And she can, her dating is, hey, Lusky. Hey, Lusky. Lusky, this is, you see what I'm saying? We don't like this. This is not what we want. All right? This is not what we want in our woman. This. See the difference? Y'all see the difference? This book, most women's baggage and men that they've been with, see the difference? Preferably, y'all see the difference? Awesome trying to get y'all the game, all right? Just telling you. I'm just telling you because I care about you. I'm just telling y'all because I care about you. Y'all, how the hell do I turn this off? Gizmo done put the light on this thing. How do I turn it off? Stop pushing me. Hey, y'all, how do you turn this off? Anybody know? This makes me so mad. God, I hate technology so much. Calendar, camera, settings maybe? Y'all, I don't know. God, I hate technology. Gizmo done turned the thing up. How did it go off? I have no idea. Okay, whatever. Maybe around. The thing been on for about 3 hours. I laid down with her, took a nap, and it was still working. I get a sauce up, Lusky, because I want to see our people win, man. And a lot of times, I don't think a lot of people truly know what it's going to take to win. That, you know what I'm saying, that it's not just enough to be cute, or to think that you gotta, or to think that, you know what I'm saying, you got a body. A lot of women are cute and got bodies. All right, that's not, you know what I mean. That's men like a woman who's a little bit. Men like a little, a little mystery, just a little bit, because we, you know what I mean, just a little bit. We also like a woman who's communicative. Let a man know she's interested. You know what I mean? Is she reaching out? Does she reach out? It's all of the conversation. If every conversation that you have with a woman, if you got to reach out to her, she don't like you, bro. If she don't reach out to you, she don't just out the blue text you, or you know what I mean, call you, or she don't just check on you, she don't like you. A lot of you cornballs are start to understand women. If she don't reach out to you, bro, she don't like you. If she don't take time out to hit you back, to at least acknowledge you, she don't like you. And that's okay, she don't like you. You just got to be man enough to understand that and then keep moving. Dog. Listen, man. Because it's a lot of women don't like me. I'm a dislikable individual. I'm a very, very dislikable individual. That's life. You have to be a man. You have to be willing to keep your situation consistent. Keep it pushing, man. Don't be trying to force no woman to see things your way. It's not gonna work. She's gonna drag you because you're a mark. He's a mark editor. Hey man, I don't mean to laugh, y'all, but there's so many guys who think that they can convince a woman. So, and you know, I get it, man. I've been there. You think that you can show up in a way that no other guy could show up, and so all of a sudden, stop. Give it here. If you're not gonna take care of it, give it here. You don't throw nothing. Give it here. No, I bet you won't throw it again. You ain't getting it back neither. I bet you won't throw this. This ain't Rufus. She don't throw this dang on tablet, y'all. I wish I might let her throw it. Nope. Until you get bigger and you can understand and appreciate. No, you're not getting it back. Nope. You're not getting it back today for throwing it. Nope. That's it. You will appreciate what we have around here. Nope. Nope. No, no, no. I don't care. That don't move me. Hey, y'all, she gonna yell, y'all, like that's gonna move me. Hey, y'all, she gonna yell. Women been yelling at me all your life, all my life, from your grandma to every woman I ever dealt with, family members, aunts, to you right now. All of y'all done yelled at me. So get in line, pumpkin. This is what's important. Y'all appreciate the like, y'all. This is what's important. And I try to give y'all this stuff in a very, very real and concise way. So that way you may be able to absorb it and to be able to use it to get somebody who you truly believe. Listen, man. A lot of you women, man, don't know how to present yourselves to a man who's going to want to keep you, who's going to want to keep you. No, you're not getting it back. No. The Gizmo sad, y'all. Gizmo want to do what she want to do. Oh, I'm tired with Tinker. You cannot throw things, pumpkin. It's different. No, we're not gonna destroy things. No, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Yo, what's it say? I'm sorry, but I'm not. So I'm not really sorry then, technically, am I? I'm not sorry. No. You're gonna be sorry that you know what I'm saying. But we will have to learn how to take care of things, and we absolutely will do that, and that is what we will do. I love my daughter, but there has to be rules and there has to be structure. And if I don't give her that, then I failed her, because the world don't have to put up with her nonsense. Okay, the world is not going to have an understanding about your mother wasn't there, or, you know what I'm saying, your daddy didn't know what to do, and you know what I mean. Okay, well, let's give Gizmo an opportunity to. No, the world's not going to care. The world's going to say, well, that's a you problem. All right, this is how things go. So when I fail, if I fail, this is why I know a lot of women didn't have a real quality father. Because when I hear women say, I got a daddy. Yeah, but that don't mean your daddy would, but did you have, how did he move? What did he teach you? And I can see that in your life. You know what I'm saying? I can see whether or not you had a quality father. You just having a man in the house didn't mean you had a real daddy. Because a real daddy is going to bring structure. A real daddy brings rules and discipline. A real daddy don't care about being liked. All right? I'm not your friend. All right? I'm your father. And my job is to give you my job is to help you become a productive and peaceful young lady, and to add value to the world and not just take. And so that begins at home. And a lot of people don't like that, Lusky, chat. It's them problem, right? Because nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to care. And people have their own problems and people have their own situations that they deal with. And nobody's going to give a blank about her. Nobody's going to tell her the truth. If her father didn't give it to her. And there you have it. So, y'all, I will wrap this up. So I'm going to get back to her. What I want you all to understand is this. It's very, very simple. If you want a man to be because I hear provider, protector, and this, y'all, do y'all know I was just talking to a woman the other day. I met her on the bus. Y'all, I'm coming through, and she's pregnant. 9 months pregnant. And I guess it didn't work out with the child. About similar story, you know what I mean? And y'all, the first thing out of her mouth said, yeah, so listen, she was telling me her story, and it was very interesting. And without getting off too much, first thing she said to me, because we walked, we said Gizmo was actually asleep, you know, so I had an opportunity to listen to her. And first thing out of my, you know what I'm saying, I said, well, okay, well, so tell me, you know what I'm saying, so where you come from, you know what I'm saying, how did you end up pregnant, and so forth. So, because I like this, because I'm going to start bringing people on here, y'all, as cautionary tales and also success stories. Y'all, and some are real people, y'all. I don't care nothing about celebrities, and I'm not a fan, y'all. A lot of people are fans. Also, I'm not a fan. I don't go around seeing rappers or entertainers and you know what I mean, I'm having wet dreams. I don't roll like that. I'm a real black man, and I'm not a fan. You know, I can be a supporter of the music or the talent or whatever the case might be, but I'm not nobody's fan. Appreciate the like. I think somebody gave me a like. And so that's just not how I'm cut. And so this is just out of her mouth, y'all. Comes the I don't just deal with anybody. I want a provider and a protector. First thing out of her mouth, provider, protector. It's like it's almost ingrained. Baby, you pregnant with another nigga's baby, and the first thing out your mouth is you want a provider and a protector. But then I said, you know, why would I bring her on my platform when in the end it's clear that, you know what I'm saying, it's clear that she does not understand what men do. You already pregnant with another nigga's baby, baby. Did you not know that? You about to pop out another man's seed? You should have thought about that previously. This guy who you was with was clearly not a provider and a protector. He clearly was not. Otherwise, you would still be with him. Huh? And so, you know, but once again, like, you know, I have the ability to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't want. I don't particularly care. I just try to be able to get the information out and be able to use it. So that way our people may use it for their, you know what I mean, for their own edification, and be able to, you know, my small community will be able to get something from it. And so that's kind of what's important to me. So that's how I move about it. But this is what happens, y'all, a lot of times with our people. We're not, stop, Tinkum, stop. This is not, y'all, this is something that we have to begin to think about, we have to begin to pay attention to, and so forth. So now, thank y'all so much, as usual, for being in here with Awesome and the Gizmo. Come here, Tinkum. Gizmo decided to come back and say, see you later. Say, see you later, Gizmo. Okay. All right, the Gizmo is in the house. Awesome's in the house. Appreciate y'all. Yes, we appreciate y'all so much. I know a lot of people are busy, so y'all weren't able to interact, but I do appreciate Gizmo. I'm not off yet. Wait, I didn't tell you to turn it off. And so we thank y'all so much for being in here. Yes, Tinkum, you said that. And so we appreciate y'all. Like I said, once again, we thank you for being in here. You could be anywhere, yet you're here with us. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all continue to send, what am I saying, y'all? Share, like, subscribe, and share. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all push this information out. Thank y'all so much. See you next time. That daddy's bucking.